Hi, my loves. Hi, my loves. You guys, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, and a paranormal investigator. Guys, some of my nicknames are the Duchess of Donuts, the Cuss Mouth Angel, as well as the Tarantino of Tarot. So I need you to know what the fuck you're getting into, okay? There's going to be cuss words. I'm going to have lots of feelings about everything. I'm going to rage you for filth. But first, we're going to talk about the astrology of this moment, of this week, okay? How we can make that energy work for us. Then I'll pull 3 piles of cards. You choose any and all that you're drawn towards. I read you for filth, and then you can go about your day. Amen. Okay? Okay? Equivalent to, but not the same as church. Okay? Well, I mean, unless you're here to, idolize Sasquatch, well then welcome. This is the church of Sasquatch and string cheese. Welcome, you guys. What the hell? Honestly, I would be a part of that church. If I saw that, I'd be like, niche market, you found your person. Okay. For those of you that don't know too, this week is my birthday on the 19th. I'm going to be turning a whole 42. It's an honor. It is an honor to be this old. It is. And I'm not even old. I'm only 42. Isn't that like the meaning of life? Wasn't there a movie? What is that? The Guideline to the Galaxy or something? What the fuck was that movie? I'm going to have to watch it again. But I think 42 is the answer to life. So maybe I find it this year. I thought maybe 2 years ago I'd be Mecha Godzilla. I feel like I'm always on the verge of that. But yeah, maybe for this birthday, you know what I've been feeling? Like it's time for a new adventure. So what new adventure is coming my way? I'm just going to let the universe know and really sit down and think about it. And I would invite any of you guys for your birthday. This is like the start of your personal new year. So take any media, any music, anything that pops up on the day that you were born and take it as a personal, at least I personally take it as like a sign. Like I take it as like a heads up to what the fuck is coming. Okay. And to just kind of give me a flavor for what the next year might be looking like. It hasn't failed thus far, and it's been pretty on fucking point. So, I would invite you guys to do the same for your own birthday. Celebrate the day that you were motherfucking born, even if it wasn't a day of joy. Even if it wasn't, I need you to know that you get to make it whatever the fuck day you want it to be. Do you hear me? Okay? So it's one of the few times, look, this is my favorite holiday, my birthday, besides Halloween and Christmas. I just want to celebrate myself. I really mean it. It's an honor to be here. And there are so many times I should have died, probably, actually almost did. I got an Aries, okay, so it was coming. But yeah, it's an honor to be here, and especially friends that have passed away, and just the people that I love in spirit, that were, forever in their 20s, forever in their 30s. So I just taking stock of everything and this kind of being my week leading up to my day of birth. I don't know. I just feel like in this really wild space, and I'm wondering if you guys are feeling the same way. Let's get into the astrofuckery this week. If you guys are into it, okay, let's get the fuck into it. Because really, I just kind of wanted to cover with you guys, how was that full moon for you? How is this Mercury direct? How is this Venus direct now? Did some things get clarified over the weekend? Because who knows? I always find it really interesting, when the planets go direct, especially just the messages coming in and stuff, So just pay attention to those messages. Make sure that they align with where the fuck you're at now. What information that you gathered during the Mercury retrograde period and the Venus retrograde period. Remember, we're going all the way back to the beginning of March, okay? So what the hell have we learned in both of those respects, both from Mercury and Venus? What the hell do we learn? Mercury is about what we're thinking and speaking about. Venus is about our value system, our money, how we feel about ourselves. A lot of times too, Venus is going to talk about our relationships. So a lot of things have been on the table, right? It's been kind of a wild month and a half. So what the fuck did you learn? What did this full moon bring to a closure for you? And especially in the sign of Libra around relationships, and partnerships, What's equal, fair, right, balanced, true, honest? The motherfucking truth. Not making peace for peace sake anymore. Bye. Yay. No, thank you. So knowing where the fuck, I think it was 26 degrees Libra is in your chart, will give you an idea what house, what themes came up for you. What the hell was being communicated? Okay? So what the hell did we pick up? What the hell did we learn? What new things have popped through since both of those planets have gone direct and the full moon? Something happened over the weekend. Something happened over the weekend. I don't care who you are. Hey, so let me know in the comments. What the fuck happened? If you feel comfortable sharing. What the fuck happened, babe? Did you have to stand up for yourself? Did you have to put a clear boundary down? Were you able to have important conversations with people that you know that you can fucking trust? Like, maybe also too, some of you guys decided like, where the fuck is my peace and what's the best resolution for my peace, and then making said choice. Well fucking done. Okay? So if you guys fall into that category, well fucking done. Now for some of you guys, if you cut your hair, if you welcome back the ex, if maybe we felt like we made some crazy mistakes during this time frame, guess what, babe? Welcome to the shuffle of life, okay? Nobody's here to fucking judge you. Do you hear me? And nobody here is running for Jesus, okay? Thank you. All right, even though we know, listen, every couple years, Jesus likes to bogart my birthday. Hey, like this week, there's nothing to do unless you're really into Easter bunny rabbits, you know what I mean? So Saturday's gonna be interesting, but we'll find some way to have fun. I just think that this week is a really good reflection point, and especially as we're moving into Taurus season on Saturday, latter part of Saturday, going into Sunday. So we're like, wait a minute, Sarah, you're in Aries and your birthday's on Saturday. Yes, my darling, my love. The dates for Aries and all the signs move just like maybe a couple days or two every year. So the year that I was born in 83, God bless it, April 19th, I'm a 29 degree Aries, so I was born at the last motherfucking second. Hey, literally, of being an Aries. I got in I squeaked in. The last fucking second. My mom would not find that funny, but still. Actually, I was told I was a week late. I was taking my motherfucking time. Sounds like me. Sounds like me. So, Taurus is going to be Taurus season on the latter half of Saturday. So halfway through the day, it's going to move into the sign of Taurus, and then it's Taurus season from then on out. I do think that Mars is also moving back into Leo this week, which is awesome because I feel like a lot of us are going to get that get up and go. It's been in Mars since like fucking December. Actually, I think it might have been before that. I'm not sure. So it's been a very long time in the sign of Mars, right? It's been retrograde. So now that it's direct now, it's about to move back into Leo. That means like Mars in Cancer, we know, is in its detriment. It's difficult. Mars wants head on, straight on, direct shit. Cancer's going to come at this from the side like a fucking crab. Okay? They're very strategic though. I wouldn't fuck with Mars and Cancer. Hey, revenge is her middle name, and it is best served cold. You will not see it come in hot damn summer in the city. But it's been really hard to take action, like do things, right? So I just feel like, with Mars moving now into Leo this week, it's going to be, everybody's ready to fucking go. Everybody's ready to say the thing, be out loud, be seen. Everybody's ready to just fucking titty shake to the bank, and I'm here for that. The problem is, with the sun moving into Taurus, I do feel like it's going to be squaring that Mars. So there's going to be, even though we're ready to booty scoot, the sun in Taurus is going to be like, hey, maybe we need a little more patience. Leo's going to make a big deal out of that. Yay, Mars and Leo is going to be yelling about that. Right? So expect there to be some frustrations this weekend. I know, right on my birthday, right? What the fuck? It is what it is. I'll make the best of it. You better hear me on that one, y'all, okay? I've had enough birthdays absolutely blown up by family that, like, at this point, it's in my hands and nobody else can take that from me. It's my fucking birthday. And I'm going to celebrate it. The end, period, right? So, if you've had birthdays like I have, you fucking get the jam. But I just think, this weekend's going to be a little tense. There might be a fight. There might be some tension. There might be some difficulty coming up here, okay? So, what I would suggest is fucking do what the hell you feel like is best. After everything that you've learned, what is the best way to protect your peace now? Okay? And if you're ready to go on something and take action on something, make sure that you're doing it in your own fucking timing. With the sun being in Taurus now too. Have you ever tried to tell Taurus what to do or to push them to go faster? That's the dumb ways to die. What's that song? Oh yeah. You're gonna die, babe. They're gonna murder you. They'll probably poison your food. Watch the fuck out. or fart on your pillow so you get pink eye. Better watch it. Don't fuck with their beds, okay? They will fuck with your bed. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. I know too many Tauruses, okay? And I love them so much. Literally, I love every sign in the zodiac, but yeah, I seem to collect a lot of Tauruses and Geminis, and I fucking love it. I just love it. So with that being said, I just think that this week is going to be kind of a wild ride. This is like taking stock of everything that's happened. We're still moving on. We're going to be ready to we're going to have the energy back again to fucking move, and boldly so. Not be afraid of maybe what the consequences are, but this sun in a fixed sign is going to be like, hey, wait though. Listen, Leo's a fixed sign too. But there's going to be some difficulty here, okay? And I do think Saturn's in the mix, and something's building up with Saturn here too. We'll get that next week, because I feel like that comes to a culmination, I think around like the 23rd, like between the 23rd and the 26th, okay? So we got stuff building here. I also have a funky feeling this week, guys. I don't know. I just have this, I can't put my pulse on it. I'm trying to figure it out. I just got a funky feeling this week. So gird your loins, okay? To be honest with you, I think I'm really worried about April 20th. That's somebody heinous's birthday. And it's also the day that I feel like we're going to be getting some clarification or understanding about maybe some military stuff going on the 20th, okay? And I think a lot of people are talking about this. I am not the only one saying this. So if you're feeling that way too, just take a deep breath, and whatever the fuck comes up this week. Not only are we going to handle it, but it sounds like we're going to be really loud and proud about the way that we feel about it too. Okay? So I feel like if the collective doesn't like it, we're going to be hearing about it this week, and people are not going to sit down and be quiet. On that respect, I feel good. But whatever the fuck is cooking, it doesn't feel fantastic. And I think other people are feeling that too. So if you're feeling that as well, we're not trying to fearmonger. We're just saying what the fuck we're feeling. There's nothing wrong with that. We're going to sit and we're going to wait and we're going to see what information comes in, and then we'll make our best fucking choices. Okay? Okay. What else do I want to say about this week? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for, I know all the birthday messages that are be coming my way. I fucking love you guys. Thank you for all the love, your support, for being here, and for listening to anything I have to say. You guys know, if you've been following me for a hot minute, my childhood was hot garbage. So the fact that people want to hear anything I have to say or giving me the time of day, you guys book sessions with me and you respect what the fuck I'm saying to you, and you're ready to fucking take action on those things and like titty shake to the bank with me. I just need you guys to know how grateful I am, how much I love every single fucking one of you guys. Thank you for all the likes and the shares and the support and the just showing up for me here. It's a wild ride to go from, well, I want anybody to listen, to this space now where it's like, my God, it's such a fucking honor that you guys are hearing what I have to say. Wild. So also a gentle reminder, anybody going through it, I promise, remember, this is, the wheel of fortune is always fucking turning, babe. Where would you like it to turn next? And if this week brings some wild fucking shit, remember where the fuck your power is at, okay? And while we're still in Aries season, and this fucking Mars is moving into Leo, okay? Say what you got to say loud and proud this week. And if you're not ready to move, if you're not ready to do something, especially when the sun moves into Taurus, baby, take your motherfucking time. Do it in your time. You hear me? I promise. That'll be my promise for my birthday. Whatever the fuck comes up for me, whatever new adventure comes, I'm going to do this in my own time, in my own fucking way. I like that. I like that. All right, sending you guys all the love. Hopefully you guys are okay with that this week. Again, we didn't really focus on too much, but I just want to kind of check in with you guys, make sure that you guys are okay, where the fuck you guys are at. If there's any support that you guys fucking need. I also want to say I'm going to be posting up, they're coming really soon, astrology readings from me, okay? I'm actually really fucking pumped. I'm really nervous, but I'm really fucking pumped. And they're going to be, at a discounted rate, once I'm putting them out. So when those are out, I'll let you guys know. Hopefully next week will be some surprises, some raffles to celebrate my birthday, and we'll see what the fuck else I come up with, okay? I love you guys. Move into the next screen. Choose any and all that you feel drawn towards, and let me know what the fuck is up. I love you guys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Hi, card pile number 1. You guys got some interesting cards this week. We just did a 2-card pull, okay? Baby, I still got all the information I need, so just hold on to your butts. Here we go. Okay. Your first card you guys got is the King of Coins. Not too shabby. The second card you guys got is the 10 of Coins. Listen, I'm not worried about y'all, all right? Let's get the fuck into it. Now, listen, when we got the King of Coins, we get kings, queens, pages, and knights. This is going to talk about people coming on the scene. It's going to be a people-y week, all right? There might be a possibility here with a king that we are, traditionally speaking, a king's going to talk for a dude. Doesn't have to be. So if this person sounds like somebody you know, but it's not a dude, take it as it resonates, okay? But traditionally speaking, we might be dealing with an important male this week, our age or older, showing up on the scene. The King of Coins here moves slower than molasses in the fucking wintertime. He takes his motherfucking time. He takes a long time to process, a long time to do things. A long time to do things. He just wants to make sure that he's making the right investment. He's doing the right thing, okay? But man, when this dude's ready and he's fucking sure, there's usually everything's already been put into place. The money's been saved off to the side. There is a foundation laid down somewhere so we can build something. This person wants to build, okay? And they're at a position now where maybe they're able to, both financially, mentally, spiritually, physically. This person's been working a very long time. Also, too, this is the king, or this is the person of safety, security, and stability for the most part, okay? This is on the positive end. We also might be dealing with a possible male here that is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Might have that in his top 3 placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, innermost planets, Mercury, Mars, Venus, or they might just have heavy earth element within the chart, okay? Maybe they're just go slow as shit and they take their goddamn time doing anything, okay? I feel like it pisses off everybody else. But once you understand like where this person's coming from and why they're taking their time, like it makes more sense. They can give them the space that they need, right? So with the King of Coins here, this guy wants to take care of you in the positive end. It wants you to be the trophy wife or the trophy husband, you know, or the trophy they. You don't really have to work. They want you to feel good and have a good home. And they want to make sure before they make you an offer, it's something stable they can actually bring towards you and they can commit to it. So if you're looking for somebody that's stable and secure, for the most part, good with their money, good with investments, also has a gift usually towards like land acquisition, real estate agent, working with the land in some way, shape, or form, animals, maybe construction. We got to taste it, touch it, see it, smell it to know that it's real whenever earth element comes up here, okay? So this guy wants the real deal and he wants to build something with you. Now, on the negative end, this guy could be a penny pincher. He could not be good at investing. You know, this person could, you know, also just dedicate themselves to their work and not their relationships. The work-home life balance is very far fucking off, where instead of dealing with their emotions and their feelings, they'll throw themselves into work. This could even be like somebody that's awesome still fucking does this shit, okay? So I just feel like with this earth element here, work is a way to both make money and give this stability, but can also be a double-edged sword here. It can also be a way that this person is avoiding not dealing with while still making that bag. I'm can't really be too mad about it. Yay, I get it, like fair. But at the same time, if we're having difficulty here, just make sure there's a good work-life balance. This person's able to sit down and deal with their feelings, which earth element is not known well for doing. Okay? Forgive me. I love y'all. Hear me to my fucking core. We need earth element. You guys teach us how to be grounded, stable. Know where the fuck our internal fucking resources are. You guys remind us that we can source it from within if we need something. You know, that we are resourceful at the core. Okay? How to make something, maybe even too, taking like, you know, organic raw material and turning it into something real and tangible and useful, okay? So I just feel like this guy very much wants a family, very much wants a house, wants a home, wants a white picket fence, wants the good job, you know, things of that nature. And then having somebody here at home that looks gorgeous, is taking care of everything, and all your needs and shit are taken care of. I don't know. Look, some people are into that shit. I'm not... Do what the fuck you want, wherever the fuck you're drawn towards, okay? But yeah, I would say for the most part, with the King of Coins showing up, especially with the secondary card here, somebody wants to make you an offer. Okay, side note, we'll get into that. Now, with the 10 of coins, this is a mundane everyday card. This is a 10 though, so we're at the end of a cycle of something. Again, we've been working towards something. We've been building something here. When the 10 of coins comes up, this is going to talk about our life, our legacy, what the fuck we're leaving behind. What have we built? Possibly here, because Earth takes the longest, the slowest to move, maybe 10 plus years to build something here. Maybe there might even be a call with the number 10 here back to the month of October, the 10th of a month, 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 years. I'm going to say it's going to be months to years, okay? With the possibility of this going back 10 years, something here that we've been working at for a long fucking time. Again, we're trying to build something substantial. To me, this usually almost looks like a family tree. So maybe this is also money that we're leaving behind. We're looking at the will. We're looking at like maybe writing our life story. There's something here that needs to be passed down or invested, or something tangible that I can touch, taste, see, smell, fart to know that it's fucking real. Okay. I love the 10 of coins. I think it's a gorgeous card. This is also a feeling of like building, like I'm building empires here. Okay. That's what the fuck we're trying to go towards. All right, so if we're looking for a yes or no this week, babe, this to me would be a yes. And especially if we're ready to build something really important. Maybe we're just coming out of a chapter, maybe where everything blew up. Or maybe where we finally got clarification around what we need. And maybe a huge part of this is safety and fucking security. With the mess that we're going into in the US right now, everybody hold hands, because I feel like that's a collective fucking feel, okay? So maybe also too this week, this would be a massive yes around keeping ourselves safe, protected, secure, getting like security systems in the house, making sure the foundation looks good in the home. Everything was built here well. Maybe shoring things up. Maybe also too talking about our life, our legacy, maybe even getting stories here from some of the older people within our family, possibly to hear a male here that might be nearing the end, okay? Getting those stories, understanding where this person came from so that we can also continue to build for the next generation in a really good, centered, aware fucking way where we're giving them more safety and security. How about that? That feels good. Okay. Maybe also too, and we'll get more into that, but I would say this week, at least yes, and especially if we're trying to build something of substance, or we're trying to become more safe and secure. Maybe we're also dealing with our finances here in some type of way, especially after that Venus retrograde. What the fuck do you value? And you better be at the top of that list, baby doll. Now, if we're looking around love and relationships, some of you guys, after a long period of time, I feel like some of you guys might be getting married to somebody after like 10 plus years of dating, or it's been like 7 to 10 years of dating. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this feels like it's been a hot fucking minute. So I do feel like, for some weird reason, I feel like some of you guys are going to be getting married here. Maybe somebody's naming you like the beneficiary on something. Maybe also too here, with these two cards, this would make me feel around love and relationships. Man, especially if this has to do with like love. Somebody here is ready to invest and they're ready to end the cycle, you know, of like not knowing what we're doing here. What is the legacy of this thing? What the fuck am I doing? In terms of those relationships, they want to build something. And if you notice this person, they've got a coin in their lap. They are very present and very here. They're looking straight at you. So somebody's not mincing their words. Somebody's thought long and hard about something here, okay? And I just feel like somebody wants to bring an offer. And it feels like maybe home, stability, maybe even just this offer is just like maybe a stable answer around what the fuck's been going on, okay? So I do feel like there's going to be a rootedness here in whatever comes towards us around our love and relationships. It feels like this is going to be a securing here in some type of way. It feels like this week around relationships. Maybe also too, we very clearly know, oh my God. I feel like for some of you guys, we might be getting a paternity test. Paternity. Why can't I say that right? A paternity test back. Somebody here's the father. Oh, some of you guys may have been doing some, the swab, you know what I mean? Like Ancestry, 23andMe shit. Oh boy. Some of you guys might be finding, oh, why is that coming up? Some of you guys might be finding, are people still doing those things? I feel like something might be coming up here around a possible male showing up within the family. Maybe also too, like just maybe long lost family coming back around here might be a theme. Maybe a father figure has been coming back here after 10 plus years. Maybe he's ready to invest in this relationship now. But I would say, I don't know, that feels a little funky to me. If you guys have a father figure, an important male figure coming back here, especially after a long period of time and we haven't seen them, let's really make sure their words and actions are in alignment here, okay? Let's make sure this person's coming healed and or healing, okay? Also, too, what was the last thing that happened here? Why did they exit the scene, left stage, fart right? That wasn't even a theater. I have a background in theater, and that was... I mix all kinds of stuff up. Hey, side note, if the guy has background in theater, he's done some theater work, side note. But it just feels like maybe there was something dramatic here that this person left on, and maybe they're coming back and they're wanting to settle something. Maybe somebody just took maybe since, or maybe October here is an important juncture, around the 10th of a month. You know, so it could be up to 10 years ago here that we were dealing with an important situation. And again, somebody here is coming back and it just feels like they're ready to invest, or they're ready to say, hey, I'm ready to build. Or, you know, even if this isn't a male within the family, this could be maybe an old, you know, flame returning. But again, this just feels like it's been a very long time. Where the fuck have you been? What the hell is going on? Why now? I almost want to say for some of you guys. But I just feel like this person's been sitting down thinking about it. And I really think that they've been thinking about their life and what they're leaving behind, what they actually fucking want and what they really want to build in their world. Okay. So somebody here is ready for stability. Somebody's ready for security. Somebody's ready to make you an offer here, possibly around family, home, safety, and security, those fucking things. Okay. It just feels in terms of love and relationships, for the most part, this feels like really positive and beautiful. Now, on a more difficult end, we might have a father figure or an important male figure here that might be elderly. Maybe they're very sick. Maybe here somebody's trying to think about like who they're going to be bequeathing stuff to and leaving stuff behind. So don't be surprised this week if we hear something about, you know, people's wills, you know, an important male here leaving something behind, maybe considering who's going to be taking care of stuff. They could be as simple as your partner comes up and it's like, hey, we got to get the will done. Fucking listen to that. And I need you to tune in and do the fucking thing. So make sure that everything's, all the T's have been crossed, all the I's have been dotted, and the money is going to the right people, places, and spaces. Just in case. For fuck's sake. Have it signed by the notary. I'm feeling it, so I'm going to pass on the message, okay? Make sure that everything's documented here. We've got extra of everything, and that nobody is in the dark, okay, if we're doing that shit. So rework the wills, rework the what are we leaving behind, and don't be surprised if we're hearing themes of that this week, okay, from possibly the important males within our life and dealing with those possible signs, okay? Also, too, we might be hearing from like a brother or a cousin or an uncle or a good friend or something here, that maybe they're ready to settle down and they're just telling us. This could just be a friend telling us they're ready to settle down and we're ready to support them. Maybe also, too, we're like, why the fuck did it take you so long? Yeah. But I feel like somebody had to get some shit out of their system, okay? Is that a weird thing to say? I feel like somebody had to get some shit out of their system, and they just took longer than the average bear to kind of decide here what the fuck they wanted. And so I do feel like this is going to pay off for them because they're going to be investing in the right or the correct things. Or maybe some of the advice this week to give to another person, especially if male, if they're struggling, looking towards the future, what do they want to build? Take your fucking time, darling. You have time. What do you actually want? And what do you want to build here is what I want to say. Maybe also, too, you're delivering that message, okay? Or it feels like maybe an important male might be delivering that to you as well, okay? So what do you want to build? What do you want to do this week? And especially if it's the relationship with yourself. Are you ready to be safe and secure in something? We'll get to that, okay? Now, around work and career. I just feel like some of you guys are deciding to start your own fucking business, and I think that this is going to be fucking massive, and this is going to be something that is way bigger than you realize it's going to be. And that this is going to be part of the life and the legacy that we leave behind. What this is about too is about finding the right partners to help you build something real, concrete, and good. Some of you guys might be deciding on like, maybe if you do own your own business, maybe we're thinking about opening up maybe multiple locations. Maybe we're thinking about the possibilities of what we can add to our work to make this thing more lucrative. Maybe we're thinking about bringing in family here. We're going into the family business in some type of fucking way. Okay. Even if we're not technically working for family, we might be doing something family related. Maybe even two here, we might be hearing about some Nepo babies this week, okay? Maybe you're a Nepo baby too, babe. I just, look, maybe here we get work this week, maybe through an important male figure. Maybe they're offering us a position. This might be a business that they've started. Maybe too here, somebody wants to build a business with us, okay? So some things to consider. But if you are thinking about building a business, I would strongly fucking think about it this week. And I would also say too, this business might have to do, again, with like, you know, we got to taste it, touch it, see it, smell it. So there might be something here with building homes, refurbishing homes, construction, you know, being a fucking real estate agent, working with finances here in some way, shape, or form. To me, this feels like, again, we're saving, we're building, we're really like empire feel to me. Okay? Maybe some of you guys are looking for a job this week. I do think an important male here comes through. Please reach out to your important males around you, and especially if they own their own business. Side note, I don't know why I want to say this, but I feel like one of you guys this week, I don't know whether you make bread or you're thinking about working for a place that makes bread. I don't know why this is coming up, but I feel like this is for one specific person. Okay, I live in Frederick right now, and for some reason it's bringing up the Twin Bear Bakery. Okay, so they're bringing. Listen, if the guy that owns that place is watching this, sir, you're amazing at what you do. Please keep making bread. You're fucking amazing. Okay, we love you in this community. Please, can't stop, won't stop. Okay, but I also think this week that like maybe we're thinking about like, I don't know, baking, cooking. For some of you guys, maybe there's a creative bent here that we've got around the work that we want to do. Please, I'm begging you, go out there and build something real. You've got something real. Please fucking build something. Maybe also too, some of you guys are wondering if you would get the promotion at work, or if your partner, possibly if your partner is male or more masculine presenting. Maybe this person gets an authority figure this week, or an authority position. An authority figure sees them and sees that, you know, this person's going to help build their business. Guys, you can even have a boss that wants to bequeath their business onto you, and they're talking about who the fuck gets it next to make sure that this thing still rocks and rolls onward, okay? So whatever happens here around work and career, invest in what the fuck you want to do. Extra points for all those themes I brought up. But what the fuck are you building here? Even if you work for another person, what are you building by the work that you're doing? Okay. Invest in yourself. Also, too, there might be, last thing, education here in some way, shape, or form. Maybe also, too, we want to be a teacher. Maybe we need to get more training or work to move to this next position that we're thinking about next. Okay. I love it. Now, around health and healing. Interesting. I do feel like somebody here, and especially some of the males in our lives, they need to go get their skin checked. I'm not fucking around about this, guys. I am not fucking around about it. Go get your fucking skin checked. Anytime coins show up, they look like freckles and moles to me. Do not. What a dumb way to die. And forgive me if somebody here in your life has passed that way, okay? But I got a feeling they would say the same thing, okay? If that's what fucking happened, because like, all we got to do is go get the skin checked out. That's it. It takes literally 10 minutes. Guys, I go every 3 months. I don't fuck around. Not after the cancer scare in the back of my leg. No. And especially if you grew up on or around the water, you need to go get your fucking legs checked. And I fucking mean that. Okay? For some of you guys too, we need to look at the health and health issues. Or some of you guys, maybe that ancestry test is coming up, trying to find some of the health and health issues, especially if we don't know maybe who our parents are, maybe if we were adopted here, okay? Or maybe there's something going on where we don't have all the information about who maybe some of our, you know, fucking family is, okay? Who knows some of this family secrets and bullshit that happens within families, okay? So I do feel like there's something here this week where we start to research what are some of the health issues that could be coming up, especially if we want to start a family, okay? So I do feel like here too, if you guys wanted to start a family, this feels gorgeous too. Maybe also too, some of you guys have frozen some of your eggs. I feel like here maybe by October, we might be going in there and pulling some of these puppies out. We may have had up to 10 eggs frozen, and we're just waiting for the right partner is what it feels like, who actually wants to invest and have a family with us. 10 points to Gryffindor on that one. Okay. It feels good this week. So it does feel, maybe also around our health, some of the investments we've made within our health are starting to pay off. And if we're thinking about investing, Andrew, I feel like some of you guys might be getting surgery here. Maybe after a gastric bypass, maybe after losing a lot of weight. I don't know why that's coming up. But I do feel like surgery would be coming here and there'd be like a rework of the body. okay? Again, we're looking towards October, where it feels like this maybe fully gets realized by that point. Maybe we finally have the money. We got to save up some money for that, okay? But I do feel like insurance would pay for some of this. Make sure you're talking to your doctor and it makes sense, okay? This would also be a moment here to invest in your fucking health. And again, with that, talking about like maybe you guys are looking at your will this week. What are we passing down, especially if we have children? Get very fucking clear. Don't fuck around with that shit. Make sure that the kids are taken care of if you have children here. And or if you want kids, I do see them coming. Maybe you're an older couple or you feel like you're too old to have kids. That's bullshit. There's women having kids in their 60s. Do I think that's insane? Totally. Totally. Because your kid's 20 and you're 80. But who the fuck am I to judge, right? Number one. Number two, if that's the way it works out and everybody's happy, then God bless. A family is a family is, as a family is. As long as there's fucking love. And the children are getting taken care of, 2 fucking thumbs up. Okay? Okay. Woo. I just think here too, maybe also too, I don't know why this is coming up in health, but maybe you guys are choosing a partner that is much older than you, okay? So there might be a May-December relationship going on. Let's just make sure something wasn't like, I don't know, if this person's known you for a very long time, and especially if the person older than you is dude, and they've known you since you were like maybe a young kid or like teenager, that's creepy, okay? So don't be surprised if we hear some of that stuff this week. Let's just rework that relationship if that's a thing, okay? Let's really fucking look at that and make sure that that's on the up and up, okay? But other than that, some of you guys just want a more mature relationship and some of you guys are ready to build with that. Maybe also too, for some of you guys this week, we might be having father, grandfather, male issues coming up here connected with the family. Get to fucking therapy so that we can deal and face this shit, okay? You're not alone in that. This is the perfect time to invest in your mental health so that you can build the life that you fucking deserve. Because, babe, when you got problems with the dudes or the father figure in your fucking life, you don't have the inner confidence to be seen, to be heard, to fucking do shit. Okay? So make sure that you're valuing yourself, that you're invested in your fucking healing and health. If you want children, baby, it's coming. Freeze them eggs. Or if you've already done that, I do feel like we're going to be able to pull out that investment and be able to cash in some of these eggs, okay? And I do think it's going to be viable because look where this person's holding it, right at the gut, okay? But if there's an offer. So what offer works best this week, and especially around your health? How can I best invest here so that I can maybe live the life that I deserve here? Maybe also talking to some of the males this week and saying, hey, how about you stop eating Frito and hell of a good dip every fucking day and washing it down with Baja Blast? You're going to live to a ripe 47 and you're going to stink the whole fucking time. Like, no thank you. No thanks. Okay? How about we start investing in our health, drinking water, and eating some fucking veggies? Okay? This would also be a call, I would say this week, if you haven't started your garden, this would be the moment to get your garden started. Motherfucking booty scoot on it. Make sure that you've got food and extra veggies for the summertime. Especially if there's distribution issues, okay? Start thinking about that now. How can I invest in the future? How can I plan stuff, get things, maybe getting extra alcohol, cigarettes, things that we can barter with if things go really south during the summertime, okay? Don't be a dumb bubblegum. Work smarter, not harder, and be prepared. That's your big thing this week. Be prepared for what's coming forward in the future. How am I being safe and secure and making sure the people around me are safe and secure? You motherfucking got this, babe. Interesting. Card pile number 2. Let's fucking talk about it, babe. You guys got a court card this week too. You guys got the Page of Swords. Said something's coming down the pipeline. What is it? You guys got a major arcana card talking about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. Y'all got the motherfucking Magician. Oh, babe. Babe. Let's fucking talk about it, okay? Listen, whenever the Page of Swords comes up, again, this is a court card. It's going to talk about people coming up on the scene. Usually the pages deliver a message here, okay? The pages also too traditionally can talk about a female, our age or younger. It doesn't have to be a female. It doesn't, okay? So take it how the message resonates, but traditionally speaking, people see the pages as female, okay? Now with swords here, this is going to talk about our mental space. Where the fuck are we mentally? What are we thinking and speaking about? Because it's a call to be here and present in this moment. So it's asking us, like almost like with swords here, take off the blindfold, see something clearly. What are we thinking and speaking about so that we have clarity here, okay? The reason why I love the Page of Swords, because it's usually bringing a message that like, we can see something coming down the pipeline. We can see something moving towards us. What the fuck can we see? Land ho. Right? Or I see a hoe. Love you, babe. Please feel free to do that back. Cheers. Woo! I just think with the Page of Swords here, listen also too, somebody's watching all of your fucking shit. Whenever the Page of Swords comes up, this is also somebody could be talking stuff, talking smack. Somebody might be spreading rumors. Somebody might be spreading lies. Somebody might be spreading good stuff on you too. It kind of really just looks to the other cards. What the fuck is going on here? What's crappening with these other cards so we can get a better flavor of what the fuck's going on with this card. Because this card's kind of neutral in terms of like what the hell is happening here. It's just with the Page of Swords. It's just saying something's coming down the pipeline. Are we seeing it clearly? People are talking. People are watching. And possibly here, sometimes on the negative side with the Page of Swords, this can even talk about a possible stalker situation where somebody's watching everything that we're fucking doing. Okay? It doesn't always, okay? But if that resonates just this week and you got this card and this pull, just be aware of your fucking surroundings. Okay? I'm begging you. Be aware of your fucking surroundings. Don't go through, just fucking walking around being doop-de-doo. Pay the fuck attention this week, please. This might literally save your fucking life. So no dumb bubblegum activity. Be aware of where the fuck you're at. Make sure that you're doing what the fuck you gotta do. And don't let anybody fucking come at you sideways. There's that. Okay? But listen, the reason why I feel like it's more positive is because that secondary card that comes through. But if you notice that sword in the ground behind them, babe, that's stuck in the ground. So there's no need to fight here. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's coming at us. Doesn't feel like there's a combatant per se. Then somebody just watching, listening, maybe gossiping and talking. Okay, the possibility there. Now, the next card, which just is so wild because even though this person's looking towards the left and talking about the future, they're literally looking at the next card. So what they see coming down the line is the Magician. Magic, baby. Magic. Some of y'all see magic coming down the line. Some of y'all are ready to start your manifestation stuff, and we'll get into that. But the Magician, y'all, when the Magician shows up, like, this is a big deal. Any of these major arcana cards are huge because we're at a crossroads. We got to make a fucking decision. There's something massive happening in our world, and we need to sit down and pay the fuck attention. I think, too, with the Magician here, there's a feeling here that I'm ready to move on or I'm moving on and I can't go back. Look at the X behind them. So also a call, if the X came back, let them stay in the past where they fucking belong, babe. Like, when the Magician shows up here, like, you get to manifest what you want going forward. You're going to have to bring all your gifts and abilities to the fucking table to make this thing pop the fuck off. Also, too, start walking up the stairs. You don't have to see the full fucking staircase to keep motherfucking going. So no excuses. No excuses is what I want to say, card pile number 2. I feel like a lot of you guys are flicking me off. God bless. Fuck you, Sarah. Do what I want. Cheers. But this week, babe, don't look back. What we see coming down the line, maybe for some of you guys too, and we'll get more into that around relationships, we might be going solo. We can see ourselves like, okay, bye. We might be leaving a situation here, and there might be talk and chatter, and we'll get into it. But I just feel like the Magician in the positive sense is beautiful because, like, we manifest this completely and utterly. This might even be up and around an anniversary here. It's kind of hard to see in this card, but this guy walking up the staircase, the Magician walking up the staircase, has a book open and there's a huge rose on the front, okay? Usually roses, whenever they come through in readings for me, talk about anniversaries. So there might be an anniversary that either just passed or is about to come up. Maybe we're balls deep in it, okay? But it's kind of giving us some kind of impetus to get the fuck up and do something. So we feel compelled to start moving forward. We know we can't go back, and we're at the helm of this. So what the fuck do we want? So I think that, you know, and again, we'll get more into that. This just feels really good with the Magician. Now on the negative end, this can talk about something being all smoke and show. It's not something real. If this is more of a person with the Magician showing up, you know, this person might be full of shit And we fucking saw that. And so it's time to go, ho, you know? Or maybe we've been fucking smoke and mirrors. People are gonna fucking see that, babe. Like, aha. Or maybe we can't return to that type of activity, and we'll get more into it. But I just feel like with the magician here, being your authentic self, knowing what the fuck you want so that you can manifest exactly what the fuck is in your heart, that's the whole fucking point. That's the whole fucking point. So this is a point of magic, that we're going to be able to create whatever the fuck we want going forward, if only we find the clarity in order to climb the proper fucking staircase with the right people, places, and spaces. And this feels like this might be a little bit of a solo journey for a hot second. But again, it feels good. We can see something coming down the pipeline. And maybe for a lot of you guys, you're ready for your freedom. Okay? And whatever anniversary, if that makes sense, is either connected with this, around this, coming up about it, like, use that as the jump off point. Who is that anniversary connected to? And what would they have done is almost a weird thing I want to ask some of you guys, okay? There's that. Magician also stands for the number 1, so look for these themes to come up around the 1st of a month. Maybe I want to go back to the 1st of this month, maybe April 1st. Maybe I want to go back all the way to January, because I read these like the months, okay? So maybe something since January, we could see something was coming. We'll get into that. Okay. If we were looking for a yes or no this week, to me, this would be a yes, especially if we're ready to embark on something that's really important to us. We're ready to take that first fucking step, take that leap of faith, let our butthole eat our underwear, okay? And really say, I know what the fuck I'm doing here, and bring all my gifts and abilities to the table, okay? Listen to me though, this needs to make fucking sense. If you're starting something here, I think it's important that you actually have all the information, okay? So if you're starting something here and you don't really have a background in it, or you've only done it for a hot minute, and we'll get more to that around career and work here, but this would be the only caveat where I would be like, hey, if you don't really have all the information, or you haven't been studying something for a while, or you're just got into something and like, we'll get to it. We will fucking get to it, okay? There's that. All right. We're looking around love and relationships this week. For some of you guys, you're ready to go. Point blank period. Some of you guys can see that like you're going to have to finagle your way out of whatever the fuck space that you're in or relationship that you're in, but you know you can't return. You know you can't return. So maybe for some of you guys, we did have an ex return, and maybe we're now realizing, there's a reason I got away from you. Dude. Okay? And it just feels like we're going to have to leave that person, that situation, this ridiculousness behind. Maybe also too, we found through these retrogrades that people were holding us back. You know, even though the magician is more of like the call is coming from inside the house, with the Page of Swords here, maybe it can just feel like we had people, maybe there was something here about feeling like people would judge us, or they wouldn't understand where the fuck we were coming from. I need to remind you that your life purpose is your life purpose, honey. Nobody else needs to understand it. Not a single fucking person. And so everybody's giving you their 2 cents about what the fuck you should do. We need to stop for a second and ask, is this person going to have to deal with the repercussions or the accolades that come from this? And if the answer is no, they can go fuck themselves. There's that. And especially if you know where the fuck you gotta go and what the fuck you gotta do. Okay? But again, with that caveat of, if you just got into the beginnings of something, or you've just started a subject, or you're just you would not be fully prepared to lead the charge. Do you understand that? You would not. And so that's dangerous, okay? So for some of you guys that like maybe want to, I'm just going to throw it out here, okay? Maybe you guys are in love and relationships. Maybe you guys are ready to, I'm just throwing it out here. Maybe you're ready to be the new matriarch or patriarch within the family, but nobody in the family's been coming to you asking for help or support. You don't really know what to do if somebody fucking does that. Maybe you've helped 1 or 2 people and you feel like you got all the answers now. No. This is a solo journey where we're going to have to gather more information before we even get to that point. Do you hear me? It just feels like there might be a little bit of delulu in here for a couple people, okay? And I just need you guys like, and especially because sometimes the magician here can be like a teacher or a mentor, or show up at like the magic moment and give like an important piece of information or something like Please, I'm begging you guys, please, 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 know what the fuck you're talking about. Have a background and training in it. Please, know what the fuck you're talking about and getting into before you do the fucking thing. Throw your whole life to the side, throw yourself balls in the wall into that, or decide to start guiding people in some way, shape, or form if you don't have the background for that. I'm begging you guys, okay? I know that you guys don't want to hurt people. Do you hear me? I really feel like some of you guys... Nobody wants to hurt anybody. Maybe we're just ready to get on this fucking thing and do the jam. But there's a reason why. And especially if you're doing something that's important to you, maybe it's spiritual based, okay? There's a reason why we go through classes. There's a reason why we go through education. There's a reason why we take our time and we have patience around the process of unfolding into whatever the fuck we're doing here, okay? So just make sure this week, for some of you, I don't know, that just felt really fucking strong, okay? So just be careful around that. And also, too, if we've got somebody showing up here saying they've got the answers or they know what the fuck is going on, or we need to dig deeper. What is the background on this person? Do they actually have the certifications? Do they know what the fuck they're actually talking about? Or are they just taking all this information from other people and presenting it as their own? Interesting. Side note, okay? Because very much so. This could even be for this person going around getting that and then saying that they're the ones with it. They've got all the things showing that, but like, they didn't. They took from other people. It's all smoke and show. They took from other people. Be careful with some of the people that we're following this week, with the people that we're getting information from this week. Please be very fucking careful and make sure that you're doing a deep dive on the person. Does this person actually know what the fuck they're talking about? What are their credentials? What are their background? How long have they been fucking doing this goddamn work? Side note, okay? I would also say too here around maybe more on like the love end, around relationships. Guys, maybe for some of you, I really just feel like maybe an ex did come around. Y'all were like, all I see is me leaving you again. So I gotta go, ho. Yay! That feels good on that end. Maybe also too, some of you guys heard some important gossip, some important information, and it's given you what the fuck you need to make the best choice for you now around relationships of all kinds, okay? Whether that's family, friendship, love, it does not fucking matter. Some kind of information came in, and it was something that's going to help set me free for my future and help me make the best choice that I need to for myself. Okay. But again, I would make sure this information was right, real, and true. Was this person just gossiping? Did they actually fucking know? Did they hear it from 3 other people that heard it from 3 other people? Double check your motherfucking information before you take off, say yes, do anything this week. Okay. Okay. I just feel like for the most part around love and relationships, we just need to be clear. All right. So make sure we know who the fuck we're looking at. Let's make sure on a personal note, we know what the fuck we want and that we're ready with all of our resources, gifts, and abilities, and with our clarity about what the fuck we want for our future. I'm moving forward. Are you coming with me? Feels like some of you guys are saying too. Okay. And for some of you guys this week, you might be hearing no. Might be hearing no. So I do feel like some of you guys are trying to break away, trying to figure that out. Some of you guys might be getting yeses, okay? But I do feel like there's a lot of talk around this. There's a lot of talk around you guys, some of you guys around your relationships. There might be a lot of gossip. There might be people talking shit, okay? We might be hearing that too, and it might make you just want to get the fuck away from everybody, okay? So it just maybe feels like this week, be careful of the gossip. Maybe something you said comes back around and bites you in the butt, and you got to go solo for a minute, okay? Just listen, I tried to warn y'all with Mercury retrograde. I tried to warn y'all multiple times. Do not fucking gossip. But listen, we're going to be human, right? So what the fuck do we learn from this? How the fuck do I need to keep my mouth shut? And maybe gather all my information before I say something motherfucking wild. That also maybe didn't have any real background to it, okay? Be careful with that. Be careful. I just feel like there's a lot of exposing this week is what it feels like to me. That could be in a negative sense too. Maybe we hear an unfortunate story of somebody exposing themselves out in public. I don't know. That's just a weird fucking thing coming through. Just feels like maybe somebody parties too hard. I promise it won't be me. Okay. I promise it won't be me. I just feel like, yeah, this week just, also too around love and relationships. If you guys are feeling the need to get an evil eye necklace, an evil eye bracelet, an evil eye tattoo, evil eyes to protect yourself, I would actually do that this week, okay? And especially around gossip, around people wanting what you got. or just being jealous of you in some type of way. It just feels like gossip is showing up. But for a lot of you guys, you're very clear on what you got to do, and you know that you're going to be doing some part of this solo. So how do I prepare for that? How do I make sure I have everything I need before I take off on this motherfucking journey? Okay. How do I also trust myself around what I feel like I'm drawn towards? Okay. Okay. But at least in terms of relationships, this just feels a little dicey and splicey. Again, double, triple, quadruple check the information, the person, what the fuck is actually happening here. And does this person have the right to say any of this shit? What the fuck is their actual background and work in this? Ooh. All right. I don't know. Guys, just be careful with some of the influencers this week. Do you know what I'm saying? Just be careful, please, for fuck's sake. All right, around work and career, some of you guys are thinking about peacing out. I really fucking mean that. The Magician. Maybe some of you guys are thinking about starting your own business. Maybe here with the Page of Swords. Maybe here there's just gossip and bullshit and adversity at work, and it just feels like I can't seem to get ahead. Okay, maybe some of you guys, listen, in a positive sense, I think at work, maybe some of you guys had some kind of like, it feels kind of like a popularity thing, okay? But like maybe you guys were voting for like person of the month at work, and maybe you get it this month, okay? And so maybe people are, in a positive sense, people are looking at you, want to support you in this, want to see you going bigger and better, okay? So I do want to say, and can I just say in relationships for 1 second, on the positive end, we could also be hearing that people do care about us. They do love us. They are watching us and they're fucking cheering for us. They want to see us go bigger and better. So trust that feeling too, okay? When and if that comes through here. This might be a mixed bag this week in terms of some of the information that we're getting in, stuff that people are saying, possible side of gossip, okay? So just don't gossip yourself. And when and if the information comes up, remember who the fuck it's coming from, is kind of what I want to say, okay? Okay. But I feel like, at least in terms of work and career, it just feels like you're ready to embark on something brand fucking new, babe. And I feel like you've got a new vision for your future. Maybe also, too, with these retrogrades, it brought up some stuff for you about what the fuck you want to do. Maybe there is somebody here that passed and an anniversary is coming up or just happened, you know? And it's like maybe you're thinking about them and their life and maybe what they missed out on. And so there's a feeling here, I don't want to miss out. And so how best do I tune into that and live the life of my fucking dreams? By letting your butthole eat your underwear, babe. And doing big fucking things. So get out into the universe and say to yourself, I'm motherfucking ready. What do you want? This is the ultimate manifestation card. So if you're sick and tired of working in a place that fucking sucks, start saying to yourself in the universe, I'm ready for a place that respects everything I bring. They respect my words, my gifts and abilities, the time, the energy, the effort, everything that I bring to the table. They actually see me here. I deserve to work in a place where I am seen, respected, and fucking loved. Extra points this week if that's happening. Congratulations. If not, maybe this is our sign. We gotta go, ho. Okay? And again, what the fuck are we working towards here? This just feels like we get to create it. What the fuck do we want? Maybe the first point here too, if we're thinking, but we're not sure what we want yet, have important conversations with people that have been watching you for a while, that have known you for a long time, and that you fucking trust, so that you can get a clear, or maybe some clarity here on maybe what they saw you doing when you were a kid, you know, or what they thought you would be amazing at, or just seeing somebody else here seeing your gifts and abilities if you can't see yourself, okay? I just feel like maybe also too this week we might go to a mentor and look for help. It just feels like at work we might be getting, for the most part, the help here around the future, where we're going, what we're doing, but we can't keep working with the same old peoples doing the same old things. That's what it feels like, okay? So fucking trust that feeling. Please and thank you. This feels good though. Overall, it really fucking does, okay? Last thing I want to say around work and career. For some of you guys, if you've been waiting for a promotion and they promote somebody else this week, take that as your sign to fucking leave. No more waiting around. No more waiting around. All right, health and healing. Health and healing. I just feel like with the Page of Swords and the Magician, I think a lot of you guys are trying to maybe add manifestation into the work that you're doing around your health and healing. I love that. Please, I'm begging you though, we need more than lavender oil and good thoughts. Oil of oregano can only do so much, my darling, my love. Okay? Maybe this week, We're looking for a good doctor here that maybe is doing things differently, is maybe a rogue kind of doctor in some type of way. Maybe this person's really into personal research and they want to hear what the fuck you have to say. Maybe also too, this person is like a DO. Okay, maybe we're looking for a DO this week. Somebody that works with all the systems or understands how all the systems are interconnected in the body. I do want to say that there's a weird call to endocrine in the endocrine system. So maybe getting that checked out this week as well. I also feel like some of you guys are having some real fucked up shit going on with your lower back on the right-hand side. I need y'all to get in there and have somebody work that shit out. Either acupuncture, massage. Maybe this is starting to do exercises, but we've got to zone in on that fucking spot and get the knot out. Some of you guys might need to get those balls that you can put against the wall and just like work the knot out. Do you know what I'm saying? It just feels like some of you guys might be needing some physical therapy here, possibly in some type of way, in order to move forward, okay? And to get some of our energy back, but that's also going to be a huge thing this week. Getting our energy back, some of you guys need to check your hormones, okay? Some of you guys are having some weird issues where you stand up and you're getting super fucking dizzy. So go get your heart checked, go get your brain checked. Just make sure your body's doing okay, okay? This could be as simple as you not drinking enough motherfucking water. How many times like I scream at you, you're a glorified houseplant. Okay, I choose fern. Okay, I'm a fern. All right? So, I keep coming back, baby. You thought I was dead? That was dumb. All right? As green and verdant as ever. All right? I just feel like here around health and healing, yeah, I really don't think anything can keep you down, babe. I feel like you keep coming back no matter what the fuck keeps showing up at your doorstep, but some of y'all are fucking exhausted. So make sure that like blood pressure issues, heart, endocrine, let's get some of these things checked out. Thyroid, maybe we might be able to see the thyroid actually show up on the test this motherfucking time. Okay, but some of you guys are having serious issues with your back. Maybe this is your hip or your pelvic area, but I feel like it's on the right hand fucking side. Maybe this could be like, you know, just like the butt, what the fuck is it called? Where your butt freezes up when you're walking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that little spot and you're like, why can't I think of it? You just need to stretch, honey. We need to stretch. You're sitting down too much, okay? So we need to stretch, we need to move. I do think moving this week is very much indicated we need to get outside. Some of you guys are thinking about going back to the gym, okay? Or thinking about going on walking trails. Some of you guys are maybe also thinking about hiking here and some type of maybe rock climbing. Maybe we're trying to push our body here, but again, make sure you can actually fucking do it. Don't be a dumb bubblegum. Be safe, be good. Have all the, especially if you're climbing or hiking, make sure you have all the proper equipment. Please and thank you, okay? Babe, either way, I just feel like this week, on the world stage, and I didn't say this with the other card piles, but like on the world stage this week, I feel like maybe some people are just really starting to see the magic man ain't shit. Well, they thought somebody here was really gonna, oh boy. This feels like maybe some of the leaders take it to the next level this week. There's gonna be a lot of gossip around this week, what everybody thinks is coming. So I just need you guys to gird your loins, okay? And to sit down and trust yourself and find where the real information is coming from. It just feels like this week information might be question marks. So just make sure also too, from some of your doctors, do we get the right information? Do we get the information from the proper authorities that know what the fuck they're doing? Not some, forgive me, but not from some new life coach that just started this work yesterday that claims now that she's a fucking doctor that can heal everything with oil of oregano. Okay, guys? Okay, guys? Like, I can't take it. I can't, when I see that shit, I have to, because what am I just going to yell at every single one of these assholes? Like, just please be careful this week and who you're trusting, where we're getting the information from. Please don't gossip yourself. Whatever we're seeing on the wider stage is like, whatever we're seeing feels like it's smoke and mirrors and something else is going to come through. And this feels a little scary this week, okay? So just hold on tight. Make sure that you're talking with the right people, places, and spaces. Don't avoid our feelings here and the difficulty of what the fuck is going on. But in terms of our health, we're going to have to face something. And maybe for some of you guys this week, last thing I'll say around health is that maybe we're doing EMDR. Maybe we're going into new territory around our health here that we've never been into. And I just want to say I'm really fucking proud of you for that. Because I feel like you're trusting yourself here in a weird way. And maybe you're ready to start doing things differently. I'm really fucking proud of you guys for that, okay? Remember, you got it this week. Everything is going to be okay. The power is in your hands. What the fuck do you want? What do you actually see for your future? Let that be the guiding light, and may joy light the fucking way with a gentle reminder you are the one that you have been waiting for. Thank you. All right, card pile number 3. You guys got an interesting combo this week. Let's fucking talk about it. You guys start off with the Major Arcana card. You guys got strength. I fucking love this. So this is going to talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward coming. And then you guys got a regular mundane card. You guys got the 3 of Wands. Not too shabby. This is good shit. Okay. All right, let's get the fuck into it. There's going to be some difficult themes too. Everything's a mixed bag this week. I don't care what pile you chose. Everything's a mixed fucking bag. We'll get to it. All right. With that being said, strength card, whenever it comes up, major arcana card, we're at a major crossroads. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? And if you don't have confidence about it, why the fuck are you doing it? Okay. We hopefully here, when the strength card comes up, we've been working on something. Okay. Remember that Leo is a fixed sign. And so good luck telling them anything, getting them to move or to do anything that they don't want to fucking do. You can go fuck yourself. Okay. Hear it from a Leo rising. Hear it from a Leo rising. Okay. I just think strength here is such an interesting card to come up this week, because there's something here about the confidence and the inner confidence that we have. You know, there's something here that I feel like a lot of us have been trying to build. Maybe a lot of you guys have been going to, you know, therapy, trying to build this up. If you guys notice in the background too, there is a bear trap that she's trying to, and we'll get to that in a minute. Bear trap she's trying to hold open so she didn't get fucking stuck in it. This can even talk about drama happening in the background, okay, while we're trying to build strength, build power, and really give ourselves the power here to move forward in some type of way, with the confidence to know that we fucking got this, the strength here. So maybe a lot of you guys have been building up your actual physical strength. This feels really good. Okay. Strength is a great card. It's usually represented by Leo. Okay. And it's also going to rule the heart. Strength is also going to stand for the number 8. So we're looking at these themes coming around the 8th of the month, or I want to reference the month of August. Okay. Now, the 3 of Wands. This is a fantastic card. I love the 3 of Wands. Wands is going to talk about our fire and our energy. Leo's also a fire sign. Okay, so they like to take action, but in their own goddamn time. Okay, so I feel like the message this week is take back your power, or, you know, work on your confidence, or take action here in your own fucking time. Okay, but I do think with the 3 of Wands here, we're going to need other people in order to make this thing fucking happen. And so whenever Wand shows up, it's asking us, you know, what are we manifesting? What are we creating? And it's saying to us, the power's in our hands. I also find that fire is very spirit-led and spirit-fed for me. And so it just feels like spirit's coming through, saying something to us. We got to listen to our passion, our power. Sometimes our anger comes up here and can be a guiding light. I will not hear it from people saying like guilt, shame, anger, low on the scale and don't want to feel it. Cheers. Nobody wants to feel that shit. But like, that's the point. We're supposed to feel it. It's happening. So some of you guys, if you feel like you've been avoiding those feelings of difficulty or the drama that's going on, or how do I find the strength? It's literally through the difficult feelings and times. You cannot spiritually bypass this. That's not only dangerous, but it's irresponsible to your soul, the lessons that you're supposed to learn in this lifetime. We could just keep going. We don't have to. I just wish that my community, would do better sometimes with the shit that they say and put out there in the universe. So, may this be a reminder today that we do not spiritually bypass. We sit down and we deal with the difficulties, because this is what fosters strength. We don't find strength and power and sunshine all the time. That's where we get a desert, babe. Don't be afraid of the rain. Don't be afraid of the grief, of the crying, of the difficulty in life. This shows us where we need to shore up our boundaries, or we need to be strengthened here in some type of way. We're not doing jellyfish spine this year. We're not. We can't afford to. Okay? So, this is the year of resiliency, finding where the fuck that is within, and finding the confidence here to do what the fuck we got to do. Thank you, please, and thank you. Extra points for some weird reason too, if your life path number is 8. Mine is. But with the 3 of Wands, it's going to talk about working with others towards a goal. We've been waiting with the Two of Wands, which isn't a part of this, but if we look at the story arc within Wands here, okay? Two of Wands here says, sit on your hands. We're waiting on something to come in. We got to think about something before we take action. Three of Wands is like, titty shake to the bank, baby. It's time to motherfucking booty scoot. And there's other people and things showing up here to help you. So, who do we need to call upon this week? Who the fuck do we trust? If we're ready to make a fucking move, I don't feel like doing this by ourselves is the fucking jam. It's been a fucking struggle. Ask for fucking help. So maybe also too, some of you guys might have some father and father healing stuff coming up. Maybe also too, there's trauma in the background asking for help because nobody ever showed up or was consistent. Maybe there's some trauma here that we're working through this week on asking and delegating for help so that we can actually get ahead in the way and we are not just fighting bear traps all the fuck along the way. Fuck that noise. We got other shit to do today. Also too, with the number 3, we're looking at 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 years. Wands moves the quickest, so I'm looking at days to weeks, but I want to reference back to the month of March. Or the 3rd of a month, okay? And so maybe we've been waiting to take action since March, maybe actually since August. Maybe something went down and like we had to rebuild our confidence. Well, it feels like maybe March. For some of you guys, we got it back and we'll get more into that. But maybe because Mars was in Cancer, we couldn't take the proper, movement forward. I actually want to say this week, y'all are getting Thundercats go. It's time to fucking go. When Mars moves into Leo, it is Thundercats go for specifically you guys. When Mars moves into Leo, it's time to fucking go. Okay? And we're working with others towards a goal. This feels fucking amazing. Now, if we were looking at least on that end, all right? Now, if we were looking for a yes or no this week, this would feel like a yes to me. And again, when Mars moves into Leo, fucking rock and roll. It is this week, okay? I can't remember what day. I want to say like Thursday or something, okay? Check on something. Maybe I'll put it in the description box, something. Or just ask me in the comments and I'll tell you, okay? So I can't reference it off the top of my 41-year-old brain, 42 on Saturday. So I just feel like here... this feels like a yes to me this week, and it feels like maybe we've been waiting since March, or maybe even really August, to fucking go. This week gives us that Thundercats go, okay? Now, if we were looking around love and relationships, on a more difficult end, maybe we, back in August, I don't know, there's one of the storylines coming up, maybe back in August, maybe around the 8th of a month, whatever happened here, it just feels like maybe there was a third-party situation, because with the 3 of Wands, okay? Maybe like that information came up in August and I've been trying to rebuild myself after that bullshit. And maybe March kind of gave me like more information, maybe even gave me more anger. Okay. But also too with that bear trap in the background and that massive, like we've been talking about it for a couple years now. Would you choose the man or a bear in the woods? Bear all day, every day. All day, every day. And actually most men won't say it, but if they're aware or awake and they're just able to be honest, most men would choose the bear too. Okay. So I just think that this week, maybe there's something here about choosing ourselves. Maybe we're decentering men. Congratulations to card pile number 3. Okay. If that is working here, because it just feels like maybe also too something around father and father healing is coming up, because we recognize when we don't have that confidence within, that usually comes from father and father healing issues. So we've been working, I just feel like some of you guys have been working on this confidence thing, maybe realizing the father connection here and just making sure that like, I'm not alone in this and feeling as though like maybe, man, on the difficult end, if we did find that somebody was a third party situation, maybe we found out there was more than just this one situation. Do you know what I mean? And so just more and more stuff keeps coming up, or maybe more and more people that have been hurt by this person are coming up. It just, that feels gross, okay? But again, it's giving us some kind of power. It's giving us some kind of impetus to get the fuck out of there, move the fuck on. And we've learned something here. We've garnered some type of strength and power from a situation we've had around a relationship, maybe even specifically here with the man, and some difficulty within it, okay? Y'all are going to have to tell me in the fucking comments, okay? On a more positive end, though, here around love and relationships, I would say that this is like maybe some of you guys are ready to get back out there and start dating, going into some of the dating apps. Maybe you guys are seeing up to 3 people right now, okay? I dig that, babe. Go have fun before you decide what the fuck you want to do, okay? Because like Leo rules fun, the 5th house. Go have a good fucking time, please, and love affairs. Please go have a good fucking time. And this needs to be something of the heart, okay? So this needs to be something you really want. I need passion. And I want to feel confidence within my relationship. Maybe for a lot of you guys, especially if we came out of something difficult, that's something that we've learned here is that I need passion within my relationships. I need somebody that's ready to fucking go. That like, I'm not questioning whether or not somebody wants to be here. They're showing me with their fucking actions that like, ooh boy, not only is there chemistry, but this person can show with their fucking actions that they're going to be here. This is huge. Okay. All those fixed signs, they want safety and security. You know, they really fucking do. So it just feels like here with Strength and the Three of Wands on a more positive sense, even if we did come through a difficult period, we've learned something. We've got more confidence now. And maybe some of you guys have had a phoenix rising from the ashes moment. You're getting back out there and everybody's like, hey, hot person, how you be? It might actually blow your hair back a little bit, okay? I also, hey, babe, go have fun. All right? I also want to say, too, here with the Strength and the Three of Wands, maybe some of you guys are really trying to, maybe there's like 3 of you guys within a family unit or something, okay? Maybe here that you've been pulling on all your strength to keep things together, to make sure that we're staying together, that we're working well as a team. Maybe we've been working really hard since August to make sure that we're a fucking team in terms of family and friendships, okay? And so it just feels like maybe 3+ people or up to 3 people here that we're dealing with, like, it just feels like we fostered the strength, we fostered the confidence, we're trying to work better as teammates, worked better together as a team. And it just feels like as though here, maybe March really showed us that like our work was really paying off. And so this week, it just feels like we're able to move forward and do stuff together. We're able to make things happen. We're able to manifest what the fuck we want because we're actually able to take action on it because we're working together better as a team. Holy shit. This could even just be for a couple too, okay? 3 people don't have to be involved. This is just talking about working with others towards the goal. Who are the people, places, and spaces I need now in order to make this thing happen? This is my party planner, putting on a play kind of card where it's like, I need all these things, all these working pieces to move succinctly together, but I got to put together the right team in order to make that happen, right? So again, teamwork. It just feels like, how do we work better as a team? And it just feels like maybe there was a talk sometime in August, around the 8th of a month. We've been working hard on this. Maybe since August, maybe since March. Okay. And so again, this week, it just feels like that work is shown to us and we're doing a great job. I actually want to say to you guys in that respect, well fucking done and keep going. Good job, guys. Okay. Extra points here. If anybody is a Leo, has, Leo rising or Leo placements, important Leo placements here. Anything else around love and relationships? I think some of you guys are just sick and tired of suffering in relationships. What's the point of this? Set myself free. Like, why am I going to sit here and suffer when I could leave and be happier somewhere else? Like, why am I doing this to myself? So I do, again, feel like there's been some realizations, and I really want to say since March, there has been some fucking realizations. Maybe some of you guys are angry about some of these realizations with fire coming up. But I would just like to say to you, don't let this take away from your confidence. Let this boost or take this anger and channel it into your freedom and rebuilding your confidence, my love, my darling. Do you hear me? Okay? Anybody that chooses to take away your confidence in a relationship is doing so to feel better than you, to boost themselves, to put you in a position where you can't fucking leave, or they're just a piece of shit. Said what I said. There's just no reason for people to take away your confidence, especially if you're doing something good or like you're trying to build up your life or you're just trying to be you. Point blank, period. So if anybody this week can't show up for you, won't show up for you, take that as a very clear fucking sign that we need to move ahead without them. So who are the people, places, and spaces that are actually showing with their fucking action and their physical fucking body in front of me? If I wanted to, I could put an ear to their heart and hear it beat. It's real. Okay? Thank you. We're working with the real, the tangible, the here. Not the hope and the potential and that bullshit. Out the fucking window. At this point, I don't care if this is family, friendship, or love. Unless you're a child, unless you're a young adult, maybe 25 and below. If you're 25 and above, don't you talk to me about potential. You should already come potentied at this point. There's no fucking reason. Okay. With that being said, I just feel like relationships this week, make sure who the fuck is here, who the fuck can I actually work with. I'm ready to fucking rock and roll. Whatever anger might be coming up around relationships, how can I redirect this back into building my confidence, healing, and partnering up with the right people that actually fucking get it. God bless. All right, looking around work and career. Some of y'all don't want to be a part of a group project and you're trying to find the strength to do it. I really fucking mean this. Some of you guys here too, I do find wands and earth element to be the natural entrepreneurs here. So maybe you guys are trying to find the strength and the right people to start a fucking business. Well fucking done, babe. I think this is going to be really fucking good. I think it's going to be Thundercats go. Okay. And I do feel like by this August, no later than this August, we'll be over the drama. We'll be over all the extra bullshit. And maybe we'll finally be able to move forward on something here. Maybe since March you've wanted to, but again, when Mars goes back into Leo, it is Thundercats go. So you guys, a lot of you guys might be working with 3+ people, up to 3 people. Okay. It feels like maybe we might even be building with friends here. Maybe these people that we're building with turn into friends. Now, this is more, we're working a regular job here. Maybe we've lost a job here. Oh, man. Maybe we just got a job in August and we just lost it in March because of all the bullshit and fuckery going on within our stupid motherfucking government right now. God almighty. I just think with the 3 of Wands here, I do feel like there's going to be up to 3 job opportunities coming up here ASAP. And maybe no later than May the 3rd. We should have like up to 3 job opportunities showing up, okay? And I really do feel like this might be in the field that we want, that we're here for. Extra points if we do want to be a party planner, if we do want to put on like parties and plays, and we're really good at like organizing, or we're really good at managing, or we're really good at like, yeah, any of those things. Putting on parties, babe, all right? Maybe also too, some of you guys, I don't know why I'm bringing this up. Maybe some of you guys want to be like a coach for kids or athletics. Maybe some of you guys are thinking about being like the personal trainer for athletics. This could be like any of the sports, okay? Maybe some of you guys are starting your own business with that. Maybe you guys are thinking about, the 3 of Wands and strength. Maybe also too this week, there might be a call here if we're looking for work of helping inspire other people towards what the fuck is in their heart. There's something very inspirational about some of you guys, okay? And working with others in a group effort to get something powerful done here, especially if we need the extra manpower or support. I hate that word. Titty power. How about that? We need the extra titty power, or we need the extra support backup here. It just feels like, who the fuck are we calling on? Who the fuck are we working with? It really feels like a fire's been lit under some of y'all's butt around where we're going and what the fuck we're doing. But it just feels like some kind of clarity has come in. What the fuck do we feel like we're being called towards now? And some of you guys around work and career, don't be surprised this week. If we hear up to 3 messages coming through, either like backing up or supporting, what the fuck we feel here. Okay. That feels really good to me. Extra points too, maybe we'll get to that in health. Health and healing. Listen, some of y'all have been thinking about getting back into the gym, and we're going to be doing it with other people. I really think you should fucking do it. Okay. Maybe it's getting a group of people together that won't judge each other. We love each other and we're just going to help each other get through our bullshit. All right. Maybe also too here, it feels like after some dramatic bullshit or relationship or something here, I'm ready for my Phoenix rising from the ashes moment. So some of you guys might be getting, your Phoenix on, and we're ready to transform our body and our energy here. I do think that there might be an issue possibly around hormones this week, overheating, getting angry. Going into mob mentality around something. It's not going to be helpful. Hear me. Okay. This is about really sitting down and like having the inner confidence to know where to go, what to do this week around our health. I do think some of you guys can have up to 3 issues, and I am worried about some of y'all's heart and the cardiovascular space. So make sure that the heart is okay. This might have to do with up to like 3 valves within the heart or arteries. Okay. Maybe also too, there might be a procession of people in the family that have the same fucking issue. We're no different now. Okay. So we might be joining the group, you know, this week, if there's something going on with that, I also would suggest you guys this week to start lifting weights. It doesn't have to be crazy. Some of the women are like, but I don't want to get bulky. Baby, you don't have to. Don't go for 500 pounds then. Go for 50. There's no reason to not strengthen yourself. Okay? So, like, we're not doing, I think I said this in Carpal number 2, but we're not doing jellyfish shit. Okay? Either in our extremities, our spine, or our hearts, okay? We're not turning into jellyfish people. No, we've got a backbone. We've got strength here. We've been building something important. And so, like, that also means we strengthen ourselves. You can't just, listen, side note, especially too, if you've been on something and you've really been losing a lot of weight, but maybe you haven't been exercising or strengthening yourself, that is good. Your muscles are going to turn into fat, and then you're going to have nothing, and then you can't lift shit and you can't do anything. And I just feel like whoever's watching this is a very strong, independent person. Okay. Do you really fucking want that? So make sure this week that we're focused on, how do I strengthen my body? How do I strengthen this organ? How do I strengthen my health and the way that which I'm fucking taking care of it? Also too, if you are smoking cigarettes for 3+ years, I need to warn you that, like, you're running out of time. You know what the fuck you're getting into with cigarettes, okay? So please, I'm begging you, quit smoking if you've got the chance to do it, because you're going to start feeling issues in your heart and in your chest and your lungs. I promise you don't want to be on a fucking oxygen tank. I promise you don't. I promise you don't want COPD. I promise you fucking don't. I promise you don't want fucking emphysema. I promise. I promise. So please, I'm begging y'all this week, take care of your health, your heart, your chest area, the heart, the lungs, or the breasts themselves this week. Take care of that space. Also, too, you might not be the only one dealing with some of these issues. You might have friends or other family members dealing with it too, so you're not alone. Okay? Get with that group. Talk with your people. You do better when you're around your peeps. And if you don't have peeps, how do we go to find that group of people now? Go towards one of your first loves or your hobbies. And then it feels like as though we find the people there. Okay? Guys, on the world stage with the strength and the 3 of Wands, like, somebody's going to be showing some sign of strength this week, or what they consider to be strength. I think that this is war and war themes coming. I think there's going to be a reference back to the month of March. And I think we're going to have to find the strength this week to figure out what the fuck we're doing as a fucking nation. I really fucking mean that, okay? I'm worried about April the 20th. There's that. All right. But we might get word between the 3rd and the 8th about stuff going on. Again, this might reference back to the month of March and the month of August. Okay. But I also think on the other side of this token, we're going to see a massive influx of motherfucking protests. People are pissed. People are pissed. And people are popping the fuck off. Okay? I'm also worried that we're going to be hearing about more people disappearing. And all of a sudden they can't bring them back. Well, that's because we probably know that they're dead. Side note. So that's some stuff that we're going to have to be dealing with this week too. That makes me angry at a level I can't even express, and you guys don't need to see this on this video, okay? So if you feel the same way too, just pay attention to the news. Make sure that you are empowered here, that you know who the fuck your community is, that you know that you are taken care of, that we've shored up our resources, and that maybe too we are physically preparing, okay? Get physically prepared, my love, and please add in strength training in some type of way in there. I'm begging you. Whatever the fuck you do this week, I need you to fucking trust yourself. You've got to. And especially where you feel like your strengths lie, who you would like to work with going forward, or how can I ask for help so that I can move forward in the way that I need and get the support and help that I need so I can either move out of a difficult fucking situation or strengthen myself enough to leave something here that I've been ready to go from for a hot minute. You've got this. Do you fucking hear me? Everything is going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to figure it the fuck out. I love you. You hear me? I love you, and we got this. All right, guys. Let me know how the fuck this was for you. Any and all feedback helps me to grow. I love you guys, and I'll see you out there, okay? All right, and if you guys get the chance, I don't know, on Saturday, Take a little shot for me. Take a little hit for me. Take a little, you know. Send me a little Sasquatch love. Hey, I love you guys. Just know I'm always thinking of you guys and sending you guys all the love from my heart. You hear me? Okay. All right. See you guys out there.